Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Daily Brightness. We are super excited for this one. But first, before we get into the football, we're going to do our usual check-ins. Rachel, Daly, how are you, bestie?
Yeah, good. How are you? FIFA Pro World 11 is my bestie.
Ooh, bestie. Yeah, it's crazy. Like it's one of them things, you know me, I don't pay attention to individual kind of awards and stuff like that. But I think this one is a special one because it's voted for by players.
I didn't vote for you.
No, I didn't expect you to. Having the respect of your peers is massively important. And I think to be, voted by players is something that I'm very, very grateful for. And yeah, I'm glad I'm still doing it in my old age and staying up there. But yeah, it's definitely something that I don't take very lightly. There's so many amazing players that could have been in there. So yeah, just really grateful. Nice to be representing Chelsea in there as well. So it's it's been good. Did you do anything for Halloween?
Do you know what? No. And you're going to be so mad at me.
You're going to say you didn't decorate and it's going to really make me sad. My God.
I didn't, right? And I just thought, I can't be arsed because I think in my head I'm like, there's so many things that are annoying me at the minute. Fireworks.
Yeah, my dogs are going mental.
No, they upset Dexy so much. Like she literally quivers. Like she's so scared. And so they were all going off before Halloween. I thought, no, you know what? Sod it. I'm not celebrating it.
But I don't get it for Halloween. Like,
no, just do it on bonfire night and that's it. And I can protect her for one night. She's so scared and it's every night. And I just wish they could just be silent.
Yeah, just nice and pretty, but just no noise. I'd agree. But I'm going to be honest. I did see quite a few people come on my Ring Door camera and I didn't decorate, but we were travelling because we played Friday, didn't we? So I didn't even get a chance to decorate either. I was so upset. I didn't even realise we were staying overnight. But we did have a little Halloween party at the weekend, so I did dress up. I think some people thought I went as like Cruella de Vil, but I didn't.
To be fair, I actually thought you did.
I was a dark angel. I had like little wings on. But anyway, I looked Halloween-y. That's all that mattered.
You did look Halloween-y.
But yeah, let's get into it. Footy. Your game.
Footy. Yeah, our game, a bit of a 3-3 thriller, I suppose. Like, it was a bit of a strange game, I think. Obviously, they went 1-0 up. And then we scored right before our time, literally scored, and then it was half-time. Amazing. Good time to score. And then we went 2-1 up. So, come out of half-time, we went 2-1 up. Then 2-2. And then we scored off corner, 3-2. I thought, right, sound, this is it now. 75th minute. And then we conceded really late, which is really disappointing because I think, like, no matter how the state of the game is, if you're winning, you never want to concede late, do you?
No.
So it felt like a bit of a loss, but at the same time, I think it actually was a fair point with the way the game went. But it's one of them, like, we went 1-1 against Arsenal, scored late on. We celebrate that like a win. But when you score late on, you always celebrate that as a win. When you concede late on, it feels like you've lost.
It feels like a loss. But you are only, beaten one in the 6 games?
1 in 6, yeah.
Yeah.
But we just need to just turn them draws into wins. But do you know what? Like, Georgia Mullet, that I'm really happy for her, young player, come through Villa Academy and all the way through. She's homegrown and she got her first league start up front. She's going to be a player for sure. Scored, assisted, player of the match in her first league start. So buzzing for her. But yeah, I think the feeling in our dressing room was just disappointment that we didn't get that win over the line.
Yeah.
And then big game this weekend against United. So
yeah, and they had a tough game against Brighton.
Yeah. 3-2, I know.
I think that's the first time they've, obviously they had the best defensive record, didn't they? But I think, after that game, Brighton were the first ones to kind of, unpick them a little bit.
Brighton are decent though. I think that one of them teams that like...
Tough to play.
You don't know which way the results are going to go with them. They're not, especially away, they're not an easy team to play against. But I think something you probably need to highlight, hopefully they don't do that this weekend, but Jess Parker and Ella Toone's little connection is like, you can't not talk about it. They're doing so well together. I think they link up really well. It's almost like When I played in my first year at Villa, remember my connection with Kenza Daly?
Yeah. So it's one of those connections that it's natural.
Yeah, and when you build that, it's really hard to like play against.
Yeah.
And I think they've got that down to a T now. Like they look for one another, and it's like.
Well, I think they're United's most informed players, aren't they? They're the ones that are ticking, making them tick and putting the ball in the back of the net and really giving them that kind of attacking edge.
And I'll be honest, I think United this year look a different team, and I think that they'll be your biggest challenge this year. I think it'll be you and them.
You got a new style of play. Told you.
They look good. I've watched a lot of their football this year because I just think it's quite enjoyable to watch them. And I hate saying that because it's Man United, but credit where credit's due. You got to respect like good football, and I think they are playing really nice football.
No, they are. They are.
Hopefully, we can stop them playing that on the weekend. But they're doing really well.
The hardest thing is sustaining it. Getting to the tops. Not easy, but it's the easiest part. I think staying there and being able to do that throughout the whole season, that's probably the bit that goes underestimated. So, that'll be kind of their biggest question is, can they maintain it? But yeah, definitely agree. They're certainly in form.
I think something that is really worth highlighting is Hannah Blundell.
Oh my God, I was so happy to see her back on the pitch.
Like 500 and something days out. Had a gorgeous little baby girl and is back on the pitch. I just think that's amazing.
It is. Shout out to H. We love you. You're doing amazing. And it just goes to show that you can have a baby at the highest level and you can come back and you can play. So don't ever let anyone tell you can't.
But I think it also goes to show that she's probably had some fantastic support, which hopefully sends a message to the rest of the league. And
that needs to become the norm now.
Yeah,
it needs
100%.
to not be a one-off that someone's looked after because they've decided to have a baby during their professional career. It needs to be the norm that, it shouldn't be a question of, will I be looked after, will I not? No, it's the norm. It's part of the programme. It's part of being a woman in football. You get looked after regardless, and it doesn't matter 100%. Whether you want a baby or you sign a contract and then want a baby. It's it's part of being a woman, and it shouldn't be frowned upon or looked down on.
No, supported. And we're going to be your cheerleaders. Next up, Chelsea, come on. I didn't see the first goal. We were training. Came in, I was like, of course, Chelsea are winning.
Hard game. Like, we dominated for sure, and we should have had more goals. But like on the counter-attack, like they're really dangerous. And I think you can see what they're trying to build. And I think giving them time, they'll definitely be like a really good team. I think it's just one of those things where you got so many new players, everyone's trying to like knit things together and gel, but I think each game they play they get better and they're starting to kind of take strides forward. But yeah, by no means an easy game. It was really, really tough, like really like end to end. And yeah, Ellie scored her first Chelsea goal, which I was buzzing about. She's been absolutely class for us.
Not the two Aussies.
Not the two Aussies. And then obviously Sam getting her goal. But yeah, it's nice to come back after international and kick off in the right way because, as you know, coming back after international, that is the hardest game. The first game back is so hard. Mm-hmm. Everyone's like played in different countries and played different styles and different types of football. So trying to get your Chelsea cap back on and everyone on the same page and a little bit of fatigue, a little bit of tiredness. But yeah, I think it was a really good performance and like a really, really good result for us. And I was buzzing we kept a clean sheet as well.
And I know you won't talk about it, but I will. 300 appearance presentation. That must have been a nice feeling with your family there and celebrating that and all your teammates celebrating you for exactly what you should be celebrated for.
I was just buzzing. Like my only ask was that my mum and dad presented me with my shirt. That was my only ask because for them, that's just like a credit to them. Like, I give everything back to my mum and dad. And
it's more like a gift for them, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a gift for me. It's a presentation for them. And I'm just a product of them getting that because they've done everything for me in every single way possible. And they're always there. Like, they're Chelsea's biggest fans. And whether I'm in the team, not in the team, they always want us to do well. So it was so special having them there. And then, yeah, just really nice support from the girls as well. But I swiftly moved that on. I was like, okay, get back in now. Game time. That's enough. Don't like any of that. Thank you. But yeah, it was really, really cool. It was nice.
But yeah, big one up for you next, Mill. Arsenal at the Emirates.
Yeah, it's going to be, I think they've sold 50,000 tickets. Amazing stadium. Always a a very intense, feisty game between us and them. But yeah, I think, they've just started coming into good form, and I think they've, especially their first game back after international, putting the ball in the back of the net is maybe something they've lacked doing. So to do that, they'll be happy that they've just got that form back just before playing us. But yeah, expect nothing less than a typical London derby, feisty. Yeah, two top teams going up against each other. So yeah, bring it on.
Spurs against Liverpool. I think I didn't know which way it was going to swing, but in my heart I thought Tottenham would, because honestly, I think Tottenham.
Yeah,
they play really nice football, and I don't think Liverpool they've had the greatest start to the season.
Yeah, I would have said Spurs as well. I actually probably would have thought Spurs might have got a couple more just because of where Liverpool are at.
But you know what? Like, I feel for Liverpool, man. They're in an absolute injury crisis.
I know.
Like, they've had so many injuries, and then
I know
22 minutes of stoppage time because of Mia Enderby's neck. Well, first of all, we're sending you the best wishes. Hope you're okay. But what? It's one of those things, isn't it? Like, they're probably sat there thinking, when it rains, it fucking pours.
Like it's pouring.
But it's one of them things where you absolutely whamming down in Liverpool.
Fucking whamming it down, mate. We've got
torrential rain.
We've got buckets getting water out of those. We can't get out. But no, listen, it's also one of those situations where we actually had that at Chelsea quite a few years ago, actually, and I think we had like 15 players fit. We had like 14, 15 players fit, and we were like, holy shit, we'd got like game after game, Champions League, FA Cup. And it was like, we can't catch a break. And it is the hardest time as a player, because no matter how hard you try, it feels impossible. And I do feel for him. Like you said, I just think it's, but they didn't really bring anyone in either. They didn't really make many signings, did they?
No.
So I do feel for him.
And a new manager, like late on,
yeah,
at the end of pre-season. But
they've had a lot going on. So I hope that they can all stick together and just try and get through it. It's a tough period, but I think you always come out the other end. So still not to be underestimated. Like I said, it was only 2-1. So yeah, they'll be looking to bounce back for sure. But yeah, tough times.
Arsenal, Leicester, I think they ran away with that a little bit, didn't they? See, do you know what? I'm like a fan. I'm always a fan of Alessia, right? Like, I'm always championing Alessia Russo. I think she's sick. But I am actually a fan of Alessia behind Blackstenius, because I'm not saying every game. Like, it will suit different games, right? But I think Alessia in the 10 offers you something that a lot of other 10s won't. And her in the pocket and Blackstenius on your shoulder, you know full well as a centre-back how hard it is to deal with those two. Like, it's going to be a handful. Now, I'm not sure if they were a front two, how it would work, but I think one off the other, I actually think it's like a really deadly combination.
I think Blackstenius has got the best. I think she's the most efficient player when it comes to stats in their team. And she's always so patient, like she accepts her role.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I think they need to find a way more to get them both in the team. I don't think it should be Alessia or Stina. I think it's like, how can you merge them? And when they have put them together, they've been really successful. So I'm here for that. Like, I like watching that. Two good strikers playing together. Yes. Watch out, bestie. They're coming for you.
Darling, I'm ready. Don't you worry about it.
Watch out, bestie.
You don't need to gear me up for a London derby. Got my Chelsea top on ready. Mimic it 24/7.
But they've got a really tough period now. It starts with Chelsea, Bayern, Tottenham, Real Madrid in an 11-day period. I think that could be season defining. Honestly, I think you could go as far as saying that, because that's 4 really hard games.
In the league, they need to start getting some points on the table.
Yeah.
Like, this league is so tough. Like, you can't afford to be dropping points left, right, and centre.
And that's what I mean. 4 really hard games. Obviously, 2 in the league, 2 in Champions League. But you know how hard it is. You know full well how hard it is to switch off from Champions League to league, and there's rotation in the team, there's travel.
So hard.
And I think they're playing against you and Tottenham. It's 2 really tough games in the league.
Yeah, but they'll probably be happy that they have come into form, I think, at the right time, ready for this
100%.
This next block. But yeah, City, West Ham, I was shocked at this.
Me too.
I thought where West Ham were, and don't get me wrong, they're a really hard team to beat and they don't just roll over, but I thought City would have popped a few more in.
I do think when Alex doesn't play for them, it's almost like they lose their leader, which is obviously a fact that she's the captain.
Well, she makes it tick, doesn't she?
Yeah, and I think they changed, like the way they play without Alex is really different, in my opinion. Like she is a big part of the way they play.
Well, she's sidelined from what I've seen on social media for a few weeks, so they're gonna have to find a way to win.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't think they tick without her. I really don't. Prove me wrong if you want, Man City.
But again, for them, they need points on table. Like
at this point at the top, you can't really be dropping stuff.
No.
So although it was they won, so it's 3 points, 3 more points on the board. But I thought it would have been a lot more convincing.
But on the flip side, a small positive for West Ham is that it was only 1-0. So to keep a team like City to 1-0, you've got to take a lot of confidence from that, and just keep pushing.
And I think even it's only 1 point. It's 1 point since the start of the season, and that's sometimes you only need one to kick you off. So
yeah, exactly.
We'll see. Interesting start to the season, to be honest.
Well, on that note, that is all the games covered. We are going to take a short break and we'll be back very soon.
Welcome back to Daily Brightness, part 2 of this episode. We are going into our new weekly format, which is block and delete. We've had some great ones from the fans. And the first one is from Thea, and she said she would block and delete ACL injuries. I agree. Preach it from the rooftop, sister.
Yeah, I think that should be everyone's, because I am sick of seeing another ACL. Like, it literally hurts my heart. Like, it's the worst thing anyone could ever go through, and it's just like, why?
Yeah, why? And there's been so many recently. Like, it's like all of a sudden, like in the last month and a half, there's been so many. It's just like every time I open my Twitter, it's like someone's done their ACL, and I hate it.
Yeah, the stats are a joke, so I'm absolutely here for that. Right, next up, we've got Hannah. People who use their cars as bins, days old rubbish on the floor makes me sick. I just think that's disgusting and lazy.
Yeah, see, okay, I agree. Like rubbish and stuff like that, I fully agree with. But my car is a bit of like a wardrobe. Like if I've got a package from training, I'll just put it in the car and I'll leave it there for like a few days.
Do you just sling it in the back?
Yeah.
Just put coats. Yeah, but I think that's different. I think coats and clothes and stuff like that. I've got the dog beds in the
yeah, and
in
it's
the back.
great because if you need to go and get an umbrella out, I've got one in my car because I've just dumped it in there.
When I read Hannah's, then I envision like opening door and like stuff falling out of the side where people have just stuffed rubbish down and stuff like that. Just clean your car. Take it round the corner. Let the boys clean it for 30 quid. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I do agree with that. Rubbish is not.
But clothes
and
stuff, I think that's different. I'm going to argue that. I think that's different.
So we would block and delete that as well.
Yeah, agreed, Hannah.
Lexi has said she'd like to block and delete embarrassment as a whole because I think that everyone would have so much more fun and enjoying everything more if they didn't have to stress about being embarrassed. See,
wow, that's thinking outside the box.
It is, yeah. But sometimes I quite like being embarrassed.
Oh, God, I don't. I do like embarrassing people, though. Like your friends.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. If someone like embarrassed me in front of my mates, if you get it in the right environment, I think it's funny.
Yeah.
Like if you embarrass someone and you know they're going to feel uncomfortable, that's not cool.
Yeah, like doing it for the wrong intentions. But if it's like your pals and
banter,
yeah, and then people get embarrassed, then I like it. I like seeing people squirm. It's quite funny.
I like it when people go red and you're like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean it.
You're blushing.
But I only really do that to like people I feel safe with. Do you know what I mean? It's got to be in a safe space. But moving on, Millie, surely your block and delete for this week is She's a Baller.
Yeah, it is. What do you think you're playing at? Do you not see where I'm sat in? Get me out of that dirty, dirty red shirt. I wouldn't be seen dead in it.
It does not suit you at all.
No, it's not. Red is not my colour. And also, I'm just going to say, did you see all the comments and people crying about it? And, oh, you would never get in the Arsenal. I don't want to be in the Arsenal team. What don't you get? I don't want to be. So it's fine, cool. Have your team. See ya. Peace. I'm a Chelsea player.
I just don't think red suit. It's not your colour, is it?
It's not, but also I thought it was quite funny that I commented and I was like, ew, delete, delete, delete. Like, it's funny. Well, it just makes me laugh when fans cry about stuff and start piping up. Yeah, sorry, She's a Baller. You're on the block list. Bye, hun. Toodaloo.
Yeah, I agree. That must be your one from this week. Mine for this week would be fireworks, right? Now, could get some hate off this, yeah? Don't get me wrong. I understand the concept. I do think they're pretty, right? But I've never been a massive fan of the sounds. However, since I've had dogs, I just think it's cruel. Like, okay, 5th of November, fine. Bonfire night, go for it.
But also, still even on that night, you don't need to have the ones that are like those massive like bangs. Like you can still have ones that are just a little bit quieter.
Like my Dexy is just a ball of fear when she hears a firework. She literally is like trembling. It's the saddest thing ever. Like, I don't know what to, you can't do anything with her. Like I've tried to turn the telly up. I've like blasted music but she can hear it. And I just think there's a lot of dogs out there. Like Louis actually isn't fazed, but Dexy is absolutely petrified. Like she will quiver. It's the saddest little thing ever. I hate it. So please that's my block and delete. I'm just like, you can do it on one night, but leave it at that. The poor dogs don't need it. It's not fair.
On the back of that, I seen a TikTok the other day, actually. And also, please just think that there's certain dogs, like Zeus has seizures, he's epileptic. So,
and equally, there's a lot of people that struggle with big sounds. So just be mindful.
Bear it in mind a little bit. You don't have to get the supersonic bangs.
I'm here for silent fireworks. Make them pretty. Light up the sky.
What I will say is I saw a TikTok, and let me see if you agree with this. And it was a guy walking his dog when the fireworks were on. He was like, if your dog's scared of fireworks, then you're not getting him accustomed to it. Like you're not doing your part as a parent. And I was like, hold on a sec. If your dog's scared, it's scared. It's like telling a person, I've got a phobia of rats, but I've not done enough to get rid of my phobia. Like, it don't work like that.
Yeah, exactly. Also, well, I'm sorry, I can't actually sit and have a conversation with a dog and tell them that fireworks aren't going to hurt you.
I think he was insinuating, like, walk your dog when fireworks is on.
If I walked Dexy when fireworks are on, she'd literally pull a harness off.
Zeus would have a seizure. He had one the other day.
It's not cool. I'm not here for it. Block and delete fireworks. Block and delete.
And I don't think you can tell dogs to just get used to fireworks. So I disagree with your TikTok. Sorry, Lord.
Believe me, I've tried. I say, it's okay, baby. It's okay. You're not going to get you. Mummy's here. Mummy's going to protect you. And she's still, believe it or not, shaking like a shitting dog.
But why would you risk taking her out? Why would you risk walking your dog with fireworks to be like, oh, let me just test if the phobia is gone. Let me just test if there's still shit
test the water on a poor dog that can't communicate. Yeah, cheers,
no, thanks. I think that's cruel, to be quite honest, love.
Me too.
So you can block and delete as well.
Moving on. Okay. Everyone, I'm sure, is probably going to want us to touch on the Hannah and Mary saga. And
we've seen your tweets. We know you want us to have a gossip. We've seen them all.
We're not here to gossip. Our podcast isn't about that. You know, everyone is going to have their own opinion. Everyone's going to, freedom of speech, say what you want. People are going to say this, people are going to say that. And I think for us, we just think that our podcast is more about spreading positivity and spreading joy. And
amen, sister.
Think what you want, but we're not commenting on it. Sorry. And on that note, that is why we'll go straight to our gratitude. So, Millie, what is your gratitude for today? What are you grateful for this week?
Do you know what? A really, really small thing. Last night, I slept downstairs because Zeus did have a seizure yesterday. So I had to take him to emergency vets, get him sorted. So last night, and obviously I knew there were going to be damn fireworks. So I slept downstairs last night, and I cannot tell you the joy of just having all three of them just snuggled up to me. I've not slept downstairs for ages. Like my sofa's like a little cinema sofa. Brought my quilt down, and just seeing the comfort. They didn't move the whole night. They were just cuddled up to me, and they were so like just comfortable, and they just felt safe. You know what it's like. You can tell if Dexy feels safe. So I'm grateful for my little doggies, because I tell you what, no matter what mood I'm in or how angry I'm at or if I'm crying my eyes out, they don't care. They love me no matter what. And they're always, 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 always there. So I am grateful for Zeus, Hera and Elsa. Thank you. What about you?
Right, mine this week. So, Aldi special buy, yeah? Aldi middle aisle. Listen to this. You know how cold my feet get.
Yeah, toot and float are bloody hanging on for dear life.
I'll put it into perspective. In the change rooms, I'll have a hairdryer on my boots at this time of year, because if my feet are cold, which they get cold really easily, I'm in pain. It actually really hurts me. Bunions are killing. It's just not a good match. It's not a good mix. I don't like it. It's not good. So Aldi have a hot water bottle, but it's a foot warmer. So you put your feet in this fuzzy thing, and it's a hot water bottle underneath. And oh my God. It is honestly £7, best invention ever, buzzing. So I'm so grateful for that. And I'll be taking it to games, believe you me.
Yeah, that's sick. Love that. Shout out to Aldi. Right, guys, before we finish, because Christmas is just around the corner, which is mine and Rachel's favourite time of the year, we thought it was time to start getting into a bit of the Christmas spirit. And yeah, as we move to this time of year, there's obviously a lot of people that struggle, a lot of homeless people when it's out, it's rainy, it's cold, it's horrible. And again, a part of Daily Brightness is mine and Rachel's passion for charities. So we thought we would just spread a little bit of Christmas cheer. Yes, it might be early for some of you. We don't care. It's never too early.
And nobody should be alone at Christmas. Nobody.
No one should be alone at Christmas. And everyone can do a little something. No matter how small you think it is, it will make a big difference. And every single one of us can do something to make someone's Christmas or this time of year a little bit easier. Like, we're all looking forward to waking up with our families and giving gifts and, you know, having a proper Christmas dinner and all the other luxuries. There's some people that are on the streets and have zero family and are waking up cold and lonely and miserable. So yeah, we thought it was just important to spread a little bit of cheer, go through some of the charities and all the amazing work that they do, and yeah, just give an opportunity to our listeners of Daily Brightness. Go do your thing. It's never too early to start. And yeah, we'll be taking you along on some of the bits that we've got planned coming up this Christmas as well.
Yeah, so some of the charities that we are pointing out today are Crisis, Shelter, St Mungo's, Centrepoint, which is one that I think for us is important because it specifically helps younger people. We've got a big thing about helping the youth and helping them.
Yeah.
And yeah, again, for us, it's, you know, we will be donating, we will be helping. It's something that is a part of our lives, and charities are a big part of what we do.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's some charities, and then Mills, if you want to go on to the food banks.
Yeah, the food banks, we've got Fair Share, we've got Trussell Trust, we've got the Salvation Army, and yeah, we're going to make sure we share all the details post this episode, so you'll be able to find all the links and everywhere that you need to go. And me and Rach have definitely got some exciting things planned where we're going to do some DB specials. But yeah, like Rach said, we are going to be giving, we're going to be doing our part, and we want to be involved. It's something that we're very passionate about, but we also want to challenge our listeners and our fans to do the same.
If you can, every little bit helps. So,
but yeah, all the details will follow in this episode's description. Thank you for listening to Daily Brightness. We appreciate your love and support. Keep sending in your block and delete. Like Rach said, it's part of our new format, so we are really, really excited about this one. And so far, you guys have been killing it. Get in touch on socials at Daily Brightness. Send us your questions for Thursday. Favourite episode. Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.